I wasn't even going to get on this bitch today, to be honest with you. I don't think I got on here yesterday. I was like, whenever shit like that is going on, I'm probably got a little shit on my mind that I haven't figured out. And I don't want to just get on the motherfucker blabbing and talking and shit just cause, you know what I mean? I ain't into that. I'm not here for views. I'm not relying on YouTube to make me no money. I'm not relying on YouTube to make me no friends. Again, we here to create a record for ourselves, for anyone who cares in the future, for our kids, for them to know exactly how we thought. And to also see the progression in our own thoughts, because I ain't gonna lie, and listening to one of my old episodes, some shit I thought then has changed. Not the entire ideology, but just the way I'm gonna go about it. And it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed on a bad note. It changed on some progressive shit. You feel me? Like I told y'all, every now and then I'll be feeling like, damn, you was stupid back then. And that's because I got smarter. So it's a good thing. These things are good things. You know what I mean? I never want to downplay them like they not. Anytime you can look at yourself and see flaw, it's an excellent thing. Especially if you notice it before anyone else. I don't mind somebody else pointing out my shit as well either, because see, the ego will get involved and be like, oh, you don't want nobody else to point out. Yes, I do. You know what I mean? But this ego shit is important, that you gotta control that motherfucker. He's feisty. He do, you know what I mean? He move around. You gotta control that motherfucker. That motherfucker will pop out every fucking second. Every second that you think about something. As soon as you be like, oh, I wonder what that person thinks about what I think about. The ego. 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 Igor. Call that nigga Igor. Chill, Igor. For motherfuckers who be having a super ego, we gonna call them niggas Igor from now on. You know what I mean? All you little hoes, all you little niggas, Igor. Nigga be like, fuck is he saying? And I like how that roll too, because it's the beginning of ignorant too. You know, that's how you start spelling ignorant, with Igor. And these motherfuckers be Igor, man. Me too. I gotta. This shit is for everybody. That's how we keep everything fair and square. You know what I mean? Keep everything whole. You know what I mean? See shit for what it is. I seen the cops, they on high alert today, pulling niggas over, doing that extra nonsense and shit. I'm looking, I'm like, oh, what's today? Tuesday, Thursday. Back when I was young, those was called sweep days. On Tuesday and Thursday, it was sweep day in the neighborhood. That's when they come kick all the doors in, trying to bust all the spots and do all. That was on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know what days it is in other states, but in New York City, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you had to be worried about something called TNT. If you was in the streets and doing criminal shit, you had to be worried about TNT. Tuesday and Thursday. Those are the squads. The hop out squad, warrant squad. Tuesdays and Thursdays, they moving around. That's when they in the field. Those are field days. You know what I mean? So I'm looking, I see these niggas doing a lot. I'm like, they still be doing this shit. They still be doing it. And then some young niggas coming up right now on their way to being big time drug dealers or whatever they think they gonna be in their mind from watching these videos and shit like I used to. They experiencing that shit the same way I did. That's why they be saying timelines are linear. They side by side, because nigga, somebody's going through exactly what you went through 30 years ago right the fuck now. Like it's present day. They're experiencing it the same fucking way. Time is like right by each other's side. You understand? It's just you're not in the mix of that shit, nigga. You know what I mean? But time it doesn't go the way we think it go. You know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. How they make these timelines and all that shit is for minorities. It's not for the majority, the people who run this bitch. But back to the point. I'm thinking in my head like, yo, what type of person you really gotta be to wake up in the morning and be like, you know what? I'm gonna put this suit on and I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna fuck some people's days up. Because there's no way in the world that you telling me that you go outside thinking that you're gonna make a change as a cop. There's no way you telling me that you go outside and be like, you know what? I'm gonna make a change for the better for the world. It's impossible. You don't. That's not what you're doing. There's no way. You literally put a suit on and go outside and do what other people tell you to do. Have to. You feel me? You go outside, you do what other people tell you to do, and you consider yourself a part of this shit. You really just want to be involved, to be honest. You really just want to be safe, to be honest. What incentive could you have to go be a fucking cop if you really have no say-so over right or wrong on a day-to-day basis in your capacity as a cop? So even for the people who go do that for some good, I would like to sit down and talk to all of these motherfuckers who put these uniforms on and really find out what they're on. Because what we looking for is evil, right? Everybody always looking for where the devil at. But the devil is in your house, motherfucker. He's in your school. He's in your corner store. The devil is right by us all the time. We just don't be wanting to acknowledge it because it be people we fuck with. Whoever got a fucking cop friend, why don't you ask them what's the last good fucking deed they did that they didn't get paid for? We're not talking about responding to a call. Don't nobody give a fuck about none of that. We're not talking about none of that shit. Because people, families do that on a day-to-day basis, nigga. You don't have to be a cop to help somebody. You don't have to be a cop to help somebody. People, families respond to that on a day-to-day basis. If my family call me and tell me they got problems, we pulling up. You just have the legal authority to do it. Who gives you that legal authority? See, if we start asking these questions, all this shit hurt because then you'll realize you ain't shit and you's a little ass slave and all of this. And people don't want to acknowledge that. And that's why we can't never start mounting a fight, because people won't even come out of denial of admitting that these people have captured us and that we fucking slaves. Why do you get up and go to work? Do you think that's how it goes? So if you don't think none of this shit, why is the whole world going like this? If all the people, us, because I can't go in my building right now and find one motherfucker who want to go to work. I can't find one motherfucker who want to go to work. So somebody told us we have to. And we ain't been doing this shit forever. You know what I mean? We ain't been doing this shit forever. America's only 400 years old. Niggas ain't got in the game about 50 years ago in real life. We ain't been doing shit. You know what I mean? So, who's making you do this? You can tell yourself anything you want to fucking tell yourself to feel better about a lie. Because that's what you live in. Because who's making you do anything? Who's making you pay for a ticket? Who's making you go to work? Who's making you do? Who's making you? Because somebody has to be making you do it. You ain't doing it because you just want to. And that's where we need to stay at. We need to stay there. When you wake up in the morning, before you try to drown it out and be like, you know what, let me go to work and knock this day out, and all the things you do to get by the fact that you getting fucked, right? Before you go start fights with people who not taking no money out your paycheck, because I'm not taking no money out nobody's paycheck. The government doing that. Before you mount any type of passion and you scream at your kids or do anything, you should have some energy for motherfuckers who are every day suppressing your liberty, your freedoms, and your happiness. You should be hateful to the motherfuckers who set it up this way to where it doesn't work. Not trying to get another motherfucker in there who gonna act like he gonna save the world. Nigga, we all past the point of this politician shit and all this other dumb shit. We know none of that shit works. What works is good and bad, identifying it and putting everybody in their perspective place. You want to be bad? Go over there with them. Make your way. This is for good people over here. Segregation is the worst thing to happen, but it ain't about color. It's about good and bad. They keep trying to mix in good apples with bad ones, when we know you have to throw the whole bunch out. We know this already. Or it's going to spoil the rest much quicker. We know this. So, the bad, which is parasites, motherfuckers who just don't want other motherfuckers to be happy, right? Motherfuckers who have no soul, right? Because why else would you be unhappy? If you have the same ability and options as me to do everything I have to do, what would make you hate me? Or try to stop me from doing what I'm doing? Only if you can't do what I'm doing, right? So you must be inferior in some way. Because if we're equals, then you have no reason to try to take over my portion. You have no reason. Unless you have an imbalance in yourself. So then we can't be even because you're imbalanced. You see? So the truth is not hard to, once you scrape a little bit of bullshit right off the top, the truth is always laying right there in logic. It's always a fucking logical answer, explanation, or absence of that, which explains something else. So I don't know how people be so confused about a lot of shit. I be looking my own family in the face like, this motherfucker ain't shit. On top of that, this motherfucker's evil. Whether or not that evil was there all the time, or it came from people constantly violating you to where you let the spirit entity take over you too, it doesn't matter, but I can see it. I can clearly see you don't wake up wishing well for no fucking body. I can see that with my own two eyes. And I don't feel safe in the fact that I'm your family and that you won't do it. You won't do it to me out of fear. That's it. That's it. It ain't out of loyalty or out of empathy or none of that. It's out of fear that I ain't going to jack it. So on top of being a devil, you a coward. Because now you ain't giving that same energy to everybody else too. You know what I mean? You're not giving that energy to everybody else. You don't give me that energy. I just see it when you operating with other people. I'm like, this motherfucker's a piece of shit. My own blood. God damn. And that right there is a lesson for me too. To know how real shit is. You know what I mean? Like, other people see shit like that too, but they don't take it like I take it. They take it like, yeah, fuck that. You do whatever you want. You my cousin. You ain't gonna do it to me. You know what I mean? No, I look at it like you're all like, God damn, why do you do it at all? What's inside of you that make you don't like that person, that you actually do something physical in this realm? It's not a thought or feeling, or you're gonna do something to make that person upset, or to harm them, or to be spiteful. You're gonna do something. And that's how a lot of motherfuckers is out here. They gonna do something to you because they don't like you. It's the craziest shit in the world to me, man. And it shows weakness. Because out of everybody I don't like, I don't even think about them. That's the first step to not liking some fucking body. I don't even think about them. I don't go on their page and see what I don't do none of that shit. None of it. If I don't like you, why am I obsessed thinking about you? I don't think about people I don't like. At all. Plus my day is full of shit. Nigga, I barely have a moment. I'm trying to think about how to get some fucking land right now. And what's the point of getting it? This is the problem I keep on having. I keep reverting back to what's the fucking point. Because I could be sitting here with the ability to do any and everything and still don't do nothing because I don't know why. Where's the fucking point? If I'm the only one understanding some shit, what's the point? You don't go to a party by your fucking self. That's not a party. That's just you. So if I'm just me, what's the fuck is the point of me having any bright ideas about creating anything for anybody when nobody gives a fuck? When they gonna be who they gonna be anyway. See, I understand how some people get absorbed into this and become part of the arcanists. You know, I do understand that. Like, you get tired of trying to wake motherfuckers up and eventually seeing everybody else violate them and win, and you get treated like you below them, and you know, and you don't even be trying to help. Yeah, eventually you be like, you know what? Fuck you. Cause really they just fucking you over at that point. If you're gonna feed your household every night, but they're gonna make sure that other people are taken care of when it's time to, then it makes no sense for you to feed them. I tell my baby mother that all the time. Like, the shit I do is really out the kindness of my heart. I'm not threatening you with it. I've been doing it. I already been doing it. What I'm telling you is that I've noticed that you have no fucking consideration. You have no consideration. I've noticed in the course of me doing what I do that you never take the time to think about me and my shit. And I also know that's my ego wanting that, but I also know how necessary it is to actually surviving here in this place to have somebody else care about you. Otherwise, you won't have a long lifespan here if you live in a real life. You know what I mean? So when I realize that when I wake up in the morning, I'm probably the only one concerned about me. Even my son not at the age yet where he gonna wake up and be like, yo, hit my pops up. Or, you know what I mean? He's too young. He wake up and he's dreading school, or, you know, there's nobody in the world waking up and going, is this nigga okay? That's what you're supposed to have a wife for, a girl and all that other. When she don't do it, motherfucker, it makes no fucking sense. you might as well be doing this shit by your fucking self. Because if there's nobody concentrating energy with you, man, I can understand you going to them people and being like, you know what, fuck these motherfuckers. Sign me up. My mother gotta die for me to get 100 million. Let's do it, Kanye. My kid gotta die for me to be relevant in boxing again. Let's do it. Tie a rope around, tie the extension cord around the neck. Mike Tyson's daughter. Sweep it under the rug. Niggas forgot his daughter died. Like, shit like that. Like, and obviously I don't think these people are killing their peoples, but the green light something and not be around for it to happen for the pleasure of others is an easy thing to do, Jennifer Hudson. You know what I mean? It's an easy thing to do. You get sick of motherfuckers. You get sick of motherfuckers watching them kill themselves every fucking day. You get sick of motherfuckers. And you just want them out of there. It's like a compassion. It's almost like a compassion call where you pull a plug, just get it over with, and start a fresh family of some motherfuckers who got some sense and understand the world and the games played here and really be a fucking live. Because motherfuckers is dead. They gonna watch their shows today. They gonna eat the same shit they eat. They gonna go to sleep. They gonna wake up and do it again. They never gonna fucking try to fight the power. And that's the scary part. That's why they have to go first. Because the people who are in power understand this. And they know they got people like that too. But their shit is prioritized correctly. They never let them people do anything of importance. And black people, we think everybody's fucking important. No, we're not all equals or none of that shit. If you can fucking barely fucking run a block and I can run a marathon, nigga, how are we equals? Based on what you think? The fuck out of here. Gotta start dealing in reality, man. Gotta start dealing in reality. That's why we're so fucking spacey right now, because we stepped so far away from what is actually real. Niggas pump faking. When niggas used to pump fake before, it was a shocking thing. Now, it's kind of expected. Like, nigga, I don't believe nobody, nigga. And that's dangerous in itself, because some people ain't. Like me. People think I'm pump faking and find out a hard, fast way I'm not. Like that I'm from another era. That's where discernment come in, I guess. But this whole shit is whack, bro. It's whack. And people trying to salvage it and still trying to get lit. They remind me of like the kid who never got down when shit was popping, and then like on the end when everybody get locked up and the shit is all over, they take the scragglers and they be the boss of that. And like they almost sometimes make it look better than the originators who did it. You know what I mean? Because the path is already paved. They ain't got to do nothing but front. That's what I feel about gangs now. Like, nigga, that shit it probably was over when I was in it, but we was getting the last pieces. You know what I mean? Like, it's over, man. It's over. And it's weird as hell. Because you have to have some fucking money. These niggas ain't got a fucking clubhouse. It's over. It doesn't matter if you and your team, like if you're part of a broad, if the nation that you're a part of doesn't have any money, then it doesn't matter if your set has money, nigga. The fuck? You think the United States would be broke if New York had money? That's not how it works. So all you niggas taking pride in your little situation, you still look stupid to niggas like me. Niggas who can see a bigger picture. It's like you unlock level 1, and when you come out of that shit, you like, I'm free, and niggas on level 5 looking down at you like, oh, nigga about to get to level 2. Shit like that. Grow the fuck up, man. And sometimes you just do shit because you ain't got nothing better to do. I did that for like 5 years myself. I get it. But just grow up, man. Grow up. You have to wake up and put that kind of suit on, just like the cop. That's a suit too. You don't have to wake up and put no suits on. Nobody cares. Nobody cares in real life. We all out here fronting on the world stage. Nobody really cares. Motherfuckers be caring too much about nothing. Nobody cares. Trying to impress people. No, that's ego. Nobody cares, man. One day you die. Whoop de fucking do. What you gonna go tell God? Did you see me when I was doing it like this and when I was shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. And when niggas can conquer that, the need to be important and all that other fucking shit in these people's system, then we be all right. It's not just the need to conquer the need to be important. It's the need to conquer the need to be important in these people's system. To wake up and want to put one of their fucking suits on and enforce they shit. Grow the fuck up, man.